and most welcome guests. My name is Dorrette Keen, and I will be giving a little bit of insight on Halloween. Isn't it ironic? I am going to be giving insights on Halloween, yet I'm not very familiar. That meant that I had to do some kind of research. And research I did. I found the research to be very interesting. I took the time out to post certain different documents, read up on the history, and here I am to share a little bit of insight. In America, Halloween is very good for the retail stores. This is an opportunity for them to capitalize as individuals like Mr. Sean Walker went out in the midnight to get costumes for his sons and other individuals picking up items so they can go about celebrating. However, for insurance companies and police officers, they dread Halloween. Reason, the police officers find that they have a lot of crimes that take place during this time. And the insurance companies, crime rate goes up, people break into people's houses, a lot of claims are made, and they have to pay out. So therefore, they are not excited about Halloween. Let's talk about a little bit of history regarding Halloween. Halloween is also called All Saints' Eve. It is observed by the Western Christians and non-Christians. The significance is the first day of the All Hallow Tide. Celebrations takes place in the form of trick-and-treating, costume parties, making jack-o'-lanterns, lighting bonfires, apple bottling, visiting haunted houses, and different attractions. Observances are made by church services, prayer at churches, fasting, and vigils. This holiday is celebrated obviously on October 31st each year. Early in the 1900s, the migrating Scots brought Halloween tradition to the U.S. Over time, it capitalized into mainstream culture. Researchers claim that the roots came and traced back to over 2,000 years ago. To Celts or Europeans who occupied parts of Ireland and the United Kingdom and northern France. The name Halloween came around AD 600 when Pope Benedict IV created All Saints' Day, and Pope Gregory III later moved it to November 1st in effort to give Christians an alternative way of celebrating versus Halloween. The name Halloween originated from the day before All Saints' Day, which was called All Hallow Evening. Name was shortened to All Hallows Eve, then changed over time to Halloween. Let's talk now about different ways in which people go about celebrating. One way in particular is by trick-or-treating. Have you seen those young kids? Like Jerry mentioned, as he set up the little table or little container and wait for them to come with a nice sign telling them only take two. And if you don't, they don't know what's going to happen, but Jerry was prepared. Have you had your door knocked? And you know it's Halloween day, so therefore it's not Girl Scout. You are going to encounter, you don't know what, because they're in costumes. So you can have police officers. Are they really police officers? You can have doctors, but you don't recall calling a doctor. You don't know who it will be at your door tonight. Will it be real? You just don't know, because they would be dressed in costumes. Usually, trick-or-treating is done mostly by children. But adults tend to go back to childhood days. They want to trick-or-treat too. They have a sweet tooth. So they dress up in their costumes and they go from door to door. They might be coming to you, Pastor. And they will be knocking. And you're looking, you're yay high. I thought trick-or-treating was only for kids. They have a sweet tooth. So you might find some adults going out also, which could be very good because they're accompanying their children. One interesting spin I found on trick-or-treating is that many organizations have switched it to calling it trunk or treat. They try to create a safe environment for children to go about getting their candies without worrying about the horror of what can take place. So therefore, you would find schools that invite individuals to come with their card trunks decorated with themes about books or literature or any other kind of activity. They would decorate their trunks and they would put different items, candies, for the kids to go from trunk to trunk and treat themselves in a safe environment. You also find churches who does that also. How about this pumpkin? How did it came into existence? Well, I found also that due to the fact that a lot of individuals who celebrated Halloween did not want to participate in eating of meat, they wanted to go more towards the vegetarian way of eating, so they started to eat pumpkins also. Mr. Jack-o'-lantern, have you heard about him? I've never heard about the guy, but I found out that that story came across. He made some kind of deal with the devil because he did not want to pay for his drink. And he told him, if you turn yourself into a coin, I can pay for this drink. The devil did. He put the coin in his pocket and he put it next to a cross. He decided after that that he was not going to pay for the drink. And later on, he also went up into a tree and he told the devil to go up into the tree, and then he did not allow him to come back down. And the devil, after all this, was so upset with all his tricks and could not retaliate because of the promise not to put him in hell, decided to let him go free. And he went wandering, and he put a light into the pumpkin, which gave him light as he wandered throughout his life. It was interesting to research Halloween, and I know I can learn more, and I look forward to do so. Mr.